This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrive in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Tampa Bay and Raymond James Stadium, the site of this year's national championship. The Georgia Bulldogs taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. They're going to the air on the first play. Oh, that one's picked off. Bites into the open. Touchdown, Florida State. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown. They'll begin the drive with excellent field position. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend.
Oh, he fumbles! The defense has got it. Breaks loose at the 40. Now here he goes. And they'll finally bring him down after a return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position.
You know, with wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. First and goal here for the offense. Hands off to the left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Coach.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the point after is right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's brought down to the 27-yard line. This return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. Wrapped down the middle. It's White.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking right. This one caught. Looks like Georgia will have the first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a solid gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Gain sets up a third down play. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Touchdown, Georgia. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. And they'll set up for the PAT. So they find the reliable tight end, and he makes the defense pay that time.
Yeah, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, you've got a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Dropping back, it's Wheeler. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. What a catch by the sophomore.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And I tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going, and it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Testing the right side here. He finds some space. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Hey, listen, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looks to the left, pass caught. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The first down and still motoring. That gain moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Davis. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Using his legs, it's Davis. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets them up first down from the 31.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Pressure is coming. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Great catch and run for 6. And this national championship game is now dead even. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
Oh, he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The receiver makes the catch. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Solid game. Moves the ball to the 36.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
It was It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Tampa Bay and Raymond James Stadium, the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another ACC team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Aggressive call on the opening play. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
2nd down after the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pop over the middle. It's White. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to 3rd downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
The pass rush closing in. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds, picking up a few yards on the play.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
The Dogs pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
But a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
They're going to run it. Runs through the defender. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
7th play now, the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments, because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Slides to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Championship game, 10th play of the drive coming up. They face 3rd down and short. Cut quickly.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get to 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a 1st down. There's another example of it right there.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Touchdown, Dogs. They strike first in this national title bout. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. With 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's got the first and still going. Oh, and he hits it out of bounds after a really nice game there.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The Noles come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And he's got it again. Breaks loose at the 45. He's in the clear. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. It's a run to the left. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be first and goal. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. On the handout, they'll test their right side here. Touchdown, Noles, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On the run, it's Davis.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's found some room at the 45. It's a solid game to pick up the first down in what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Nice grab. It's Davis. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Into the end zone. And tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Boy, between this offensive line and this back, it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense tonight. You know, he's now over 100 yards on the game tonight. This is an evening he'll remember for a long time.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Gets the first and still running. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Florida State. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you can hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. It looks like he's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
2nd down after that previous play. The shotgun handoff here. Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the grab. It's Davis. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's good as he throws it. With sure hands, it's right. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That's caught. It's White. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain to spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And is intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway was a huge play for this defense.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They've got him down out near the 40. They'll have to hurry now, 2nd down with the clock ticking. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Seminoles. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. And is picked off. Across his body and paid the price.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looking downfield, it's Wheeler. And the ball's incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
Wait, first 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown. And this game alone, this guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport. With
the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Send the back in motion. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. It's a nice gain. He'll move the football to the 27.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. On the move now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. He's got a man down the middle. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Give me time for one or two more plays before halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Back to throw. It's Wheeler. Bringing pressure. Off target and incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going for his running back. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Breaks into the clear. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He escapes the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And he's got it. No problem. And that will extend their lead even further.
So it hits the crossbar and goes through. That kick seemed like it was a mile away. He got it up in the air and gave it a chance. Hits that crossbar, and it's 3 points.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
He's running out of time here. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to throw. It's Wheeler. Deep shot toward the end zone. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Backed up at the one, he's going to throw it. Grab down the middle, it's White. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Yeah, these guys aren't able to hook up here on this third down, but you got to give a shout-out to the defense for making it hard to convert here. They've been great on third down all year. It's a rare miss and a good job by this defense.
And he's able to send the punt away. And he'll down the ball just inside the 35. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. And here's the handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
It's third down for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Wheeler. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they've got him. A fourth down sack and a turnover on downs.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A heroic effort here on the biggest stage.
What a threat for this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage, nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off. Would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Touchdown, Florida State. No chance to catch him there. That's another touchdown, a dream performance from this running back on the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they're struggling.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That mistake sets the offense up at the 40. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. What a catch! They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense coming to the line and might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move, looking deep down the right side. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Caught by the receiver. And the crucial 2-point conversion is good. Makes it just a 7-point game now. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. As we break for the quarter, third, Florida State is on top. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. So the offense